Sorry, Betty. Nothing I can do.
Well, it had to come, I suppose.
I'll make all the necessary arrangements, of course, but perhaps you'd better go and stay with friends, at least for tonight.
No, I'll be all right, Doctor. I'll sit with him for a while. It's no surprise, after all.
No?
Would you like some tea before you go?
I don't think I will, thank you, Betty.
Well, I'll say good night then, Doctor. Good night, Doctor.
Good night, Betty. Hello. You shouldn't have waited up.
I thought you might want something to eat.
Oh, I feel like a good stiff drink.
We're saving that. Cup of tea.
Oh, all right.
How is he?
He was dead when I got there.
Well, I'm sorry. I shall miss him. Even if he did always ruin my roses.
Yeah, he wasn't much good at anything, was he? But in the running for being about the worst handyman on the island. Still, he was always willing. I shall miss him, too. Thanks.
Poor Betty. She should have gone when she had the chance before the occupation.
Well, he was ill. Somebody had to look after him. She was his only child. Anyway, it's too late now.
Parents take too much for granted.
Well, she took it for granted, too, you know, as well as him. When you're that poor, there's no one else to turn to except your own family.
Will she be able to get her old job back?
I don't know. Shop assistants aren't much in demand these days.
I'd like to be certain that she's all right.
Fräulein, if you please. Nein. Herr Meier. Fräulein. Hello, hello. Fräulein. Excuse me. I want to say it was an accident. Your bucket. In case you thought it was not intentional. No, I mean, I trip over my English, I think.
As well as my bucket.
Yes. Anyway, do you understand me?
Oh, it's all right. Doesn't matter.
Your clothes are very wet, I think.
They soon dried.
Well, I thought I should tell you.
Thank you. Well, I must get home.
Of course. Is it far?
Quite a way.
That must be heavy. Allow me.
Oh, no, it's all right, thank you. I can manage.
Why do you walk like that?
Like what?
With your head down. So. You are tall for a girl and well built. You should be proud. Stand up straight. Perhaps I should go back. I promised to play cards this evening.
Yes.
May I come in, Betty?
Oh, yes, of course, Mrs. Martell. I wasn't expecting anyone, I'm afraid.
Oh, that's all right. I can't stay, but I did want to have a word with you.
Well, at least just sit down for a minute.
Thank you. You know how sorry I was to hear about your father.
Yes, and, well, I appreciated your letter and the lovely flowers.
Well, I liked him. I think everyone did.
Yes, he was a very lovable man.
You must miss him.
Yes, in a way. Oh, I do miss him, and I'm sorry he's gone, but that's selfish, really, isn't it? That's thinking about me, not him. The way he was towards the end. That wasn't living, not the way he knew it. I think he was glad to go.
I gather you found a job?
Yes.
Working for the Germans?
Yes.
I'm sorry you even had to consider doing that.
Well, I didn't have much choice, Mrs. Martell. I went round to see the manager of Woolworths and he was very nice. But the way things are, he's having to let girls go. No one needs sales assistants anymore and the Germans need cleaners. It's as simple as that.
I wish you'd come to me, Betty.
I didn't want to trouble you.
Well, it wouldn't have been any trouble. I'd have been only too glad to help. I'm sure I could have found something more suitable for you. I know that Mrs. MacDonald was looking for a daily help, for example.
Well, I'd still have been scrubbing floors, Mrs. Martell. Doesn't seem to me to make much difference where those floors happen to be.
I'd have thought there was a good deal of difference between cleaning for a good family and working with those people all around you. Look, I can still talk to Mrs. MacDonald if you like. It wouldn't be just scrubbing floors, you know. It would be looking after the children while she's out at work.
Well, I'd rather see how things go if you don't mind. I don't want to be anyone's servant. Oh, that doesn't sound right, I know, but I can't explain it.
I think I understand. You'd rather manage your own life in your own way, huh?
Something like that.
Well, if anything changes, I hope you know that I'd be only too pleased to help in any way that I can. Goodbye, Betty.
Oh, goodbye, Mrs. Martell.
Good morning, Fräulein.
Good morning.
May I walk home with you this time?
It's a long way.
Tonight, I have not promised to play cards.
Oh, thank you. I'll take them now.
No. No, allow me. Where would you like them?
Over there.
I was sorry to learn that your father had recently died.
How did you know that?
I asked about you.
Why?
Oh, I was interested. What did he do?
We went fishing during the season. Other times gardening, odd jobs, anything he could find. He liked using his hands, but he had no real trade.
And your mother is also dead, I believe.
Yes, 10 years ago.
I am very lucky, I think. My father and mother are both well and strong. And I have 2 brothers and a sister. We are all very close. My English is better, have you noticed?
Yes.
Much homework with my books. I was excessively good at English at school, but since then, many words I forget. Now I forget not so many.
Well, I suppose it'd be useful while you're here in Guernsey.
Mostly, I wanted to be able to talk to you. I'm doing well, no?
Yes, very well.
Now I think I should go.
Thank you for bringing the wood in.
Oh, it was nothing. After tomorrow, I shall not see you, I think.
Oh.
It was my turn to be orderly clerk for the week, but I'm not really a clerk. Now I go back to my unit.
I see.
However, on Sunday I am free. I would like to ask you to show me some of the places on the island. I am not long arrived. I've seen very little yet.
Well, I'm not sure.
Perhaps in the afternoon?
I really don't know if I can.
You are meeting someone else, perhaps.
No, it's not that.
Well, I suggest you think about it and tell me tomorrow.
Yes, I will.
very pretty place.
Yes, I always liked it. Used to come here a lot.
With various young men, I'm sure.
No, just one.
What happened to him?
Oh, it was a few years ago. Went out together for a long time. He was a bank clerk. Then he was transferred to Jersey and, couldn't leave my father. So that was that.
You still see him?
He married a Jersey girl. Had a baby last year. A little boy.
Have you ever been to England?
No.
I have. When I was a schoolboy. I stayed with a family in Portsmouth. They were very good to me. Most kind.
I've never been off the island.
Well, home is best, really. But this is good. Being in such a place with you. It's better than war.
Here is the midnight news, and this is Alvar Liddell reading it. Up to 10 o'clock, 175 German aircraft has been destroyed in today's raids over this country. Today was the most costly for the German Air Force for nearly a month. In daylight raids, between 350 and 400 enemy aircraft were launched in 2 attacks against London and southeast England. About half of them were shot down. It was officially announced that by 10 o'clock tonight, 175 raiders were known to have been destroyed by our fighters and anti-aircraft gunners.
It's a beautiful night.
Like you. You are beautiful, too.
No, I'm not.
Not all the time, perhaps. But you are now.
Somehow, when you're not in uniform,
What?
you look... I don't know, you look different. Younger. Not so...
I'm not younger, though. Nor am I different. I'm a soldier.
Do you like being a soldier?
Everyone my age, we all knew we'd be called up. It was inevitable. No one asked me if I'd like it.
But do you?
Sometimes.
When?
No.
Now tell me. I want to know.
Oh, when I think of my comrades, the friends I've made. And to be a good soldier. Better trained, better disciplined. Knowing the people at home are proud of you. That can be a splendid feeling.
Aren't you ever afraid?
There was one engagement against the French. People say now the French army ran away. Perhaps some of them did, but not these men. They fought like madmen. My unit was pinned down. We could not move. I was certain I was going to be killed. And the dive bombers came and it was all right. Times like that, I do not want to be a soldier. I would rather be at home, behind a plough.
Is that what you are, really? A farmer?
I shall be. My father has a farm a few miles from Munich. It's not very big, but the land is good. After the war, I shall work with him.
Do you think it'll last long, the war?
No, it will soon be over. The English will make peace. After all, there's nothing left to fight for. Then we can all go home.
Yes.
A few months at the most. Perhaps sooner.
Then you'll be gone.
But people will be able to travel again. I shall come back. For a holiday.
Forget all about Guernsey.
I don't think so. Next week, there is a dance. I would like to ask you to come with me, but if you would rather not, I shall understand.
Oh, I like dancing.
Betty, I have heard some of the islanders talking about girls who go out with soldiers. Perhaps we could meet there. Then it would not seem we were together.
Would you prefer that?
It's not on my account. Myself, I would be proud.
Well, I'm not going to pretend I don't know you. After this, that would be really hypocritical, wouldn't it?
Is that them?
They're back early. Hello.
Marvellous. Back to sanity. Well, didn't you enjoy it?
I did.
It was awful.
I thought the band was jolly good.
Oh, I could hit you sometimes. He can just ignore the jackboot swastikas, just close his eyes to them.
Oh, like that, was it?
I was simply enjoying myself dancing with you. They weren't interfering with anybody.
They were there.
She's
what was
really
worse-
steamed up.
So I gather.
What was worse, I thought they'd be ignored, shown just how unwanted they are. It was an ideal opportunity.
Well, Claire, I don't think a war can be fought on the floor of a dance hall.
Daddy, it could have been a very effective demonstration of how we all feel.
Well, obviously, we all don't.
Well, how I thought we all felt. All right, we can't do much, but at least they could have been made to feel like outsiders whom no one wants to talk to, much less dance with.
Well, I did try and warn you, you know. I mean, no matter what, life does go on.
Well, it shouldn't go on as though nothing's happened. Something has happened.
I gather they managed to find partners?
Oh, there's plenty of girls only too ready to dance with them. Betty Ridge was there.
Did she dance with any of them?
Not any of them, just one. They even arrived together.
Oh.
I didn't think Betty was like that.
Well, judging by the way she was looking at him, I think she likes him rather a lot.
Well, she's no business to like him. That's why I made Peter bring me home. I couldn't go on avoiding her all the evening, and I certainly couldn't bear to speak to her.
You know, under that uniform, many of them are perfectly ordinary, decent young men.
That's not the point. Or rather, it is. If ordinary, decent Germans didn't support the Nazis, there wouldn't be a war on now. I don't care how likeable some of them are. They occupied this island by force, and girls like Betty should remember that and not make them feel welcome.
Do you believe we shall win this war in the end, Claire?
Yes, of course I do. They've lost the Battle of Britain. It may take years, but they'll be beaten eventually.
When that happens, should we occupy Germany, do you think?
Yes, for 100 years if I had my way.
When our own soldiers, our own perfectly ordinary, decent young men will be members of an army of occupation. Our human nature doesn't change. Don't you think they'll make friends with German girls?
I do wish you wouldn't be so bloody reasonable the whole
Claire,
time.
for heaven's sake.
Well... Oh, I'm going to see if there's any coffee left.
She does get worked up.
She's probably right, Peter. Reason plays no part in war, after all.
Hello, Jerry Bag! Hello, Jerry Bag! Jerry Bag! Jerry Bag! Jerry Bag! Jerry Bag! Jerry Bag! Jerry Bag!
Does the father know?
Well, I told him I thought I was pregnant, yes.
What was his reaction?
Well, he said I should make certain.
Well, you've done that. What now?
I'm going to have a baby, Doctor, that's what.
Well, I think it should be grounds for an abortion.
Oh, Claire, really?
Well, what sort of life is she going to have? Oh, the baby come to that, a German bastard. Can't you do something?
She's perfectly healthy. There's no risk to her life.
No, I'm sure you could arrange it somehow.
Well, as it happens, I couldn't, nor would I if I could. But the question doesn't arise anyway because Betty wants the child.
She doesn't understand what it'll mean.
She says she loves this chap Grunwald and he loves her. She believes he'll stand by her.
Well, if she believes that, she'll believe anything.
Now, Claire, she has no one except him. She has to have faith in someone.
Look, you know as well as I do what Betty's been to this soldier. A bit of an amusement on the side, that's all. Stand by her? He can't stand by her. Anyway, now he knows she's pregnant. He'll run away so fast she won't see him for dust.
Well, if you're right, she'll need all the help she can get, won't she?
You requested a personal interview, Grunwald.
Yes, Herr Mayer.
For what reason?
I wish to ask for permission to get married, Herr Mayer.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Herr Mayer.
I see you're due for leave fairly soon. I assume you wish the wedding to take place then.
No, Herr Mayer.
No?
At once, if possible.
Special leave? Oh, surely you can wait a few weeks.
Leave would not be necessary. The girl concerned lives here, in Guernsey.
You mean she's a local girl?
Yes, Herr Mayer.
Grunwald, you know perfectly well that marriage between German soldiers and Guernsey women is forbidden.
Yes, Herr Mayer. But I hope that the special circumstances could be taken into account.
Under no circumstances.
The girl is expecting a baby, Herr Mayer.
You may leave, Feldwebel.
Herr Mayer.
Stand at ease, Grunwald.
Thank you, Herr Mayer.
Who is this girl?
Her name is Betty Ridge.
Ridge?
She works here. One of the cleaners.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course. You are certain the charge is yours?
Yes, Herr Meyer.
You appreciate why I ask you that?
With respect, Herr Meyer, she is not the kind of girl who... The baby is mine.
And you feel you should offer to marry her?
No, Herr Meyer. I want to marry her.
Have you told your parents?
No, Herr Meyer.
Why not? If you meet a girl you want to marry?
There's a girl at home, Herr Meyer. My parents always hoped something would come of that.
Religion, Roman Catholic?
Yes, Herr Meyer.
The girl at home also?
She is a Catholic, Herr Meyer.
And Fräulein Ridge, what is her religion?
She's a Protestant, Herr Meyer.
Would your family approve of that?
She would make a good wife, Herr Meyer.
I asked if your family would approve.
Probably not.
Probably?
They would not.
You're 24 years of age.
Yes, Herr Meyer.
Fräulein Ridge is somewhat older, as I'm sure you know. Or perhaps you don't.
She may be a little older.
She's nearly 30.
That makes no difference, Herr Meyer.
It can do, Grunwald. After a few years, it can make a great deal of difference. Now, you have an exemplary record. You served with distinction in the Polish campaign, France, Belgium. You have the reputation of being a first-class soldier.
Thank you, Herr Meyer.
You've got yourself in a bit of a pickle, but when young men are a long way from home and lonely, it happens. Your concern for this girl is commendable in some ways, but, you know, getting married just because there's a baby on the way isn't a very good reason. Even if it were possible, it would never work out. Or later on, you'll meet someone else, or perhaps when you see your girl at home again, you'll forget about Fräulein Ridge. You'll see it for what it is. One of those mistakes that young men make.
Herr Meyer, may I speak freely?
Please do.
You are completely wrong. That is, I obviously haven't expressed myself clearly, for which I apologize.
Never mind, just tell me how I'm wrong.
This is not a mistake. The religious difference does not matter. The fact that we are different nationalities does not matter, nor our respective ages. It is not because of the baby. I will want to marry her in any case. But since it has happened, I want her to be my wife when she bears my child.
Yes, I see.
If you cannot grant permission, Herr Meyer, perhaps it could be referred to command as an exceptional case.
No one can grant permission, Grunwald. There are no exceptions. There is nothing that I or anyone else can do. I'm sorry, but that's the position. Do you understand?
Yes, Herr Meyer. I'm so sorry.
Well, you did warn me.
Just the same, I had hoped.
It's all right. The baby will arrive just the same.
Still, I will be here at least. I will be able to look after you, make sure you're all right. I'm sorry it had to be this way.
I'm not unhappy, you know. In fact, now I got used to the idea of the baby. Oh, it's different for you, I know.
No, it's not different for me.
Well then, don't be sorry.
All right. I won't.
Supposed to be here, are you? You'll get into trouble.
I had to tell you at once.
Tell me what?
I've been posted.
Oh, no. When?
Carry on, Grunwald.
Thank you, Herr Meyer. Tomorrow morning. I've just heard.
Where are you going?
I have to report to a place near Dresden. After that, I do not know.
Dresden?
Yes. It's a long way away.
I suppose you're being posted because of me.
Perhaps. But I was told it was a great honor to be selected. I have to join a special unit for advanced training.
Training for what?
I do not know. I must get back to quarters. We take off early in the morning.
Yes, you go.
I will write as often as I can and send you money.
Don't worry about me. Just look after yourself. I'll be all right.
I will come back one day, somehow. You must always believe that.
Yes.
When the war is over, perhaps we will settle down here. I like Guernsey. I wish I did not have to leave you alone, especially now.
It can't be helped.
Take care of my son.
He might turn out to be your daughter.
I shall be late.
Goodbye, Eric. Be careful.
Wait for me.
Of course I will.
Good day to you, ma'am. Still cold for the time of year, isn't it? Don't know what's happened to spring this year, I'm sure. Now let's see. No macaroni this week, I'm afraid. Might have some next. Jam, no. Tinned fish, no. Flour, yes. I told you to bring another sack of flour up. Where is it? Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Baxter. These boys, I won't keep you a moment.
Excuse me.
I told you you'd have to wait.
I've got to get back to work or I'll lose my job.
Then you'll have to come back another time, won't you? Let them feed you since you're so fond of them. Oh, sorry, Mr. Porteous, didn't see you. What can I do for you, sir?
I think this lady was before me. Would you mind serving her first?
Thank you. Miss Martell, good evening.
I hope you don't mind. The door was open.
Oh, of course not. Sit down, please.
Oh, no, thank you. I can't stay. This was lying on the floor.
Oh. I don't know what I can offer you, Miss Martell.
Nothing, thank you. Read your letter.
Well, if you wouldn't mind.
No, go ahead. I assume it's from...
Eric. He's the man I hope to marry one day.
Yes.
You saw him once, I think, at one of the dances.
How is he?
Very well, it seems.
Do you hear from him often?
No. But the mail must be held up for some reason or it's going astray. He mentions other letters that I haven't received.
Where's he now?
Oh, I don't know. Letters I do get from him, well, they're all censored.
Your baby must be due quite soon.
3 or 4 weeks. Though from the way he's kicking, he thinks it's time now.
I wondered if you'd given any thought to what you're going to do then.
Well, as soon as I can, I shall get back to work.
Well, look, Betty, I don't know if you read the local newspaper, but there have been 1 or 2 advertisements recently. There's one here. Wanted. Someone to adopt a baby due in August. Good home essential.
Sounds like somebody trying to get rid of an unwanted kitten or a puppy.
Well, it's not very well phrased, I'd admit, but I could help you word it. Or my father would be only too willing to help you find a family who wanted to adopt a baby. Don't you think that would be the best thing?
Well, I don't think Eric would like that very much.
He's not here.
That's not his fault.
No. But what I'm concerned about, Betty, is the baby and you. It's not going to be very easy to take care of a fatherless child.
He's got a father, Miss Martell.
Look, do you honestly believe he's ever going to come back?
Yes, I do. One day.
Betty, a soldier in a foreign country and a girl, well, it's the oldest story in the world.
He promised.
Even if he meant it, this war's going to last a long time. Time to forget or perhaps decide that it was all a mistake. It might be a promise he may never be able to keep anyway.
Eric thinks there'll be peace in a few months, at most.
Well, he's wrong. He's a German. He doesn't understand how the English feel. There'll be no peace until Germany's beaten. And in the meantime, you must consider the welfare of the child.
Miss Martell, I realise it's going to be difficult. I know what people say about me. Some shopkeepers won't serve me. And yet I see those same men selling to the Germans on the black market. Women who used to smile and stop for a chat, now they ignore me. But it'll pass eventually.
I wonder if it will. You're a grown woman, you can stand up for yourself. But what I'm afraid of is that later on, they may treat an innocent child in the same way.
I hope no one would do that.
I'd like to hope so, too. But other children themselves can be thoughtlessly cruel, repeating things they've heard at home without really understanding.
Like Jerry Bag, you mean?
Look, if you were to have the baby adopted, you could put it all behind you, forget and start afresh. But to be honest, it's the baby I'm concerned about.
Yes, I think I know how you feel, Miss Martell. I know you avoided me at that dance.
The Germans invaded this island. They're the enemy. I can't forget that. I don't think I ever shall.
If I were in your shoes, I don't suppose I'd understand either. When I took the only job I could find, I didn't expect to meet a man I could care for, as I care about Eric. But it happened, that's all. I can't pretend it doesn't mean anything because he happens to be a German.
And how much happiness has he brought you?
Happiness isn't much to do with it, Miss Martell, as you may find out for yourself one day. For good or ill, with or without any marriage certificate, it's Eric as far as I'm concerned. This baby isn't unwanted. It's his and I want it. And when he comes back, I'll be waiting with his child.
I think you had better go home, Fräulein.
I'm all right, thank you, sir.
Possibly, but go home nonetheless. And don't come back until it's all over. You've stayed at work too long as it is.
Well, he seems determined to arrive now. No question about getting you to hospital. No. Breathe gently. That's right. You're doing splendidly. Oh, sorry I'm late.
Where have you been?
Betty Ridge. Went into labour, had a little boy.
Well, I've been trying to reach you.
Why?
Well, haven't you heard the news?
What news?
Well, the Germans have invaded Russia.
Russia?
They say they're advancing on all fronts.
I'm sorry our meeting had to be postponed, Doctor. I was summoned to a conference in Paris at short notice.
Yes, I doubt if the subject was the invasion of England on this occasion. I imagine that's been postponed too, or cancelled, more likely.
It would appear that I'm commanding something of a backwater for the time being.
Yes, I admit I was astonished when I heard the news, but it's reassuring to know you draw no distinctions. You invade your allies as well.
For this operation, there were overriding military imperatives.
And Napoleon felt the same way, I believe. You never have any doubts, Major.
I take it you requested this meeting on behalf of your committee?
You conquered and occupied most of Europe. You're fighting in Africa, at sea, in the air, now Russia. I mean, you need men in the factories, down the mines, the armies of occupation, the fronts. You're only one nation. How many men have you got?
We have always been outnumbered, Doctor, in all the campaigns, France, Belgium, Africa, and now Russia. Up until now, superior tactics, morale, and equipment have carried the day. It is only when that superiority ceases to exist that numbers matter.
Is that your doubt, Major?
I see here you say you are concerned about the food supplies on the island during next winter.
Yes. Yes, we hope you'll permit another buying commission to go to France to purchase supplies. But the shipping arrangements were far from satisfactory last time.
In what way, Doctor?
Well, we feel if some of your chaps were assigned to help with the unloading, for example.
Yes, I see.
The Russians must outnumber you 4 or 5 to 1 if they can halt your advance and bring their forces to bear.
If, Doctor? Yes.
Well, he's coming along nicely. Fine, healthy boy. You taking care of yourself?
Yes, Doctor.
Good.
Will you thank Mrs. Martell for getting that pram for me? It was very good of her.
Yeah, so she knew someone who didn't want it anymore. What does the father think about it all?
Oh, I don't know. I wrote to him at once and several times since, but I've had no reply.
Oh, I see.
I expect he's written and it's been held up somewhere.
Yes, probably.
Or perhaps he hasn't bothered to write. Perhaps now he's somewhere else, he doesn't want to know about me or the baby. That's what Miss Martell thought would happen. Yeah, I'm sure he meant the things he said. I'm sure he did.
Don't know, Betty. Don't know him, never even met him, but sometimes people say things they mean at the time, quite sincerely, and then later.
I know. I suppose I may as well face up to that.
Fräulein,
Yes?
you don't know me, but I know you. My name is Hans. I'm a friend of Eric's.
Have you heard from him?
Not directly. I've been on leave. I came back today. My home is near Eric's. I went to see his parents. It was not a good time to call. They had just received a telegram.
About one of his brothers?
About Eric. He has been killed in action on the Eastern Front.
Killed?
Yes. I talked to another friend who had served with Eric. It was a spearhead unit, the first to cross the lines into Russia. He said at first it was easy, but now the Russians are fighting back. There are partisans operating behind the lines. Now it is not easy.
Did Eric know he had a son?
I do not know, Fräulein.
His parents, did they know about me?
I do not think he could have told them anything, Fräulein. I asked his sister, although I didn't mention the baby, if he'd written about a girl in Guernsey, and she said he hadn't. I'm sure he would have done eventually. I know he intended to.
Yes. Thank you for telling me.
I thought someone should. I am sorry.
Last week.
Yes, but only through this friend of his. I don't want to raise your hopes unduly, but he could have been taken prisoner.
The next day, Major Richter went out of his way to express his sympathy. He'd been informed officially. No, Doctor, Eric's dead.
I see.
Miss Martell spoke to me about adoption. Well, at the time, I said no, but well, now everything's different.
That's what you want?
She said you might know of a good family.
Oh, well, the people I had in mind then have made different arrangements since.
Oh.
But I can make some inquiries. It may take a few weeks. I'd want to be certain that the family was the right one for your son.
Well, when you can, Doctor, I'd be obliged.
Betty, if you have him adopted, you give him up for good.
I realise that.
Now, a girl in your position on the mainland would never know who the adoptive parents were, but this is a small island. You'd know whether you were told or not.
You're saying I'd have to keep away from him? Always.
I should want your solemn promise, Betty, for the sake of the child, the adopted parents, and yourself, come to that. I want you to understand very clearly just what the position would be.
Well, I've thought about all that. I know what I'm doing.
And there's another smaller matter. I believe you've called him Eric after his father.
Yes.
Well, the adopted parents might well prefer to give him another name. One of their own choosing.
Well, it seems his father didn't acknowledge his existence anyway, Doctor. He'll be their baby. They must call him whatever they want.
All right. I'll put out some feelers.
Fraulein Rich.
Is this where you came with Eric?
And look at the result, eh?
Please get into me. Come on, that's all right, Fraulein. We just want to be friends like you were with Eric. Oh, you must be lonely now he's dead.
Leave me alone.
Come on, you like German soldiers. Look, how would you like some real coffee, huh? Some chocolate. He's just going to look after him while you and I go for a little walk.
Give it to me! Give me my baby! Give it to me! No! Give me my baby!
Betty! Sorry I'm late, but I hope you haven't been waiting too long.
Who is this fool?
Ah, I see you've been playing with little Eddie. A splendid fellow, isn't he?
Now listen, whoever you are.
Peter Porteous, how do you do? It's very good of you to keep Betty company. We'd arranged to meet here, but I got held up.
Civilians are not allowed in these woods. It's a restricted area.
I'm sorry. I didn't know. I'm terribly sorry.
Well, now you do. So you can go.
Certainly. Well, come along, Betty. It seems we've got to go somewhere else.
Not you. Him.
He can look after the baby.
Yes.
I say, these chaps haven't been bothering you, have they?
Now, look. I told you to go.
Because I was dining with Major Richter just the other night, and he's dead set against that sort of thing. He said he'd make an example of the next man who's reported to him.
They've done me no harm.
Good. Shall we go? Take my arm.
Remember, Mr. Porteous? She's got one German bastard already.
Chap can't even take a quiet stroll these days. Certainly didn't expect to get mixed up in anything like that.
I'm very glad you did, Mr. Porteous. I didn't realise you were so friendly with Major Richter, though.
I'm not. I was lying. I think I'd better see you home, though. Just in case.
Well, perhaps that's what'll happen in the end, anyway. I'll become a whore for the Germans.
You know, as Art's tea goes, this is quite good. What is it?
Blackberry leaves.
Not bad at all.
At least I'd be able to get things. Real tea, extra food.
Were you a whore with Eric?
No. At least...
At least what?
well, at the time I didn't think so.
Sound as though you do now.
The few letters I had from him were very affectionate. But then they stopped long before he was killed. And he didn't tell his family about me, much less that I was expecting his baby.
And of course I only saw him once. That was a year ago. I can hardly recall what he looked like. Have you got a photograph?
Yes.
Well, may I see it? Oh, yes, I remember now. I thought he looked like quite a decent sort of fellow at the time. But you keep this in a drawer, not where you can see it.
I don't know that I want to see it.
All over and best forgotten. Is that how you feel?
I don't know how I feel. When he was with me, I believed all the things he said to me. Now I don't know if it was true or just what any man might say at the time.
Oh, I see.
Perhaps none of it was true. Perhaps there never was anything I could believe in.
Well, of course, you never will know. I mean, not in that sense.
That's the trouble, Mr. Porteous.
Well, it's quite true. He might have gone to bed with you and then thought, oh, God, what a mess. Best out of that. Could well be, but as far as I can gather, his letters stopped about the time they invaded Russia. Well, I hardly think mail was the top priority in the circumstances.
I know. But he'd had months in which to tell his family, and he didn't.
Well, did he go home on leave?
No, he wasn't allowed any leave.
Well, there again. Well, one can't be sure, of course, but in his position, I might think, well, a bit dodgy. To put in a letter, I've met this girl, and, by the way, she's one of the enemy. Which, of course, he would be to them. No, I might well think, better to wait until I saw them. Put it to them face to face.
Well, I did think of that, Mr. Porteous, and I'd like to believe that's the way it was. But how can I be certain?
Ah, well, that's the trouble. You can't. It might well not have been like that at all. All it really boils down to is this. I believe in all sorts of things. God, for instance. Well, I can't prove that he exists. Against all the evidence, I believe we shall win this war. But I can't prove that. Sometimes you just have to fall back on faith. Pure and simple.
So you think I should have faith in Eric?
I can't say that. You knew him, and I didn't. You'll have to decide that. Well, thank you for the refreshing brew. I must be on my way.
Oh, thank you for what you did today, Mr. Porteous.
Well, it would have been much more dignified if I could have knocked them both flat, but unfortunately, they'd have made mincemeat out of me.
I thought it was very brave of you.
My dear girl, I was frightened out of my wits.
That's right, a little boy, yes. Yes, both parents are in excellent health.
Excuse me, Doctor. I know you're busy, but I must speak to you. It's urgent.
Can you hang on just 1 minute, please, Mrs. Brewer? Yes, Betty, what is it?
I've changed my mind. I don't want my baby adopted. I'm going to keep him.
Are you going to change your mind again?
No, I won't, Doctor.
Good. Mrs. Brewer, it seems as though I may have been wasting your time. I do apologize. May I call you back? Yes, very soon.
Well, I'm sorry about that, Doctor, but I've decided. He's my baby, his father's son. I'm not going to give him up.
Well done, Betty. Close the door on your way out.
Yes, Doctor.
Why do you walk like that? You should be proud. Stand up straight.